For the last few months, really starting with the launch of Fallout 76, we've talked about a lot of issues that Bethesda has created outside of the current game, like the whole canvas bag mess, the refund policy, the potential lawsuits, the data breach, the Nuka Dark rum mess, the lacking communication, and more. Sure, at launch we discussed the disastrous user and critic review scores, as well as just how broken and buggy the game is, but something I at least have not talked about as of late are the many remaining bugs, glitches, and exploits that are still hurting and harming the Fallout 76 experience. Bethesda certainly has been hard at work fixing many of the bugs that have made the game nearly unplayable for some, from the no damage bug to certain dispensers not dispensing, to events not completing, and more recently the nukes not working. Judging by the length of some of these patch notes and the ones that will be coming, this game launched with many problems. That is unacceptable for a title coming from a publisher that has the time and money to prevent a disastrous launch like this. Anyway, this is not something that is new or shocking, as Bethesda has a long recorded history of bugs. Heck, even to this day there are numerous bugs that still remain in Fallout 4 and Skyrim that were never fixed. Like, one example I can give from my own personal experience is the human error side quest in Fallout 4. During my playthrough of the game, Honest Dan never spawns in and the quest never triggers. The NPCs, I believe, will make remarks about him, but Honest Dan never spawns in. The quest simply is bugged, and I believe a long time ago I did some research and found that if you don't complete the side quest early on, it'll eventually just not trigger for some players. This is unfortunate, but this is the Bethesda experience. Now, the thing is, there is a massive difference between bugs in a single player only game and an online only game. This is one of the many issues facing Fallout 76. For the last few months, there have been numerous exploits reported by players, and what you have on the screen right now is what can and is destroying Fallout 76. Bugs not triggering quests is one thing, but bugs allowing players to destroy the in-game economy and make the server unplayable is another. As you can see, this one player is trading with someone who has well over 1 million bobbleheads, bulk leather, and bulk wood, as well as probably many more ridiculous amounts of other resources. Now, this image comes via Redditor Tourette Unicorn, who took to the Fallout 76 subreddit saying in a post, "You are what lags the Fallout servers, not people carrying 200 pounds over the limit," adding that the character is level 17, so most likely an alternative. "You initiated trade and it took me a solid 30 seconds to unfreeze. I legitimately thought I was about to disconnect from the server. This is unacceptable." So as you can see, the people who have been exploiting Fallout 76's broken features are actually creating bigger issues. Bethesda as of late has created some hotfixes eliminating some of the past methods of exploitation, but as you can see just here on YouTube, newer methods have been discovered and players continue to take advantage. If it's not clear yet, the issue I and many see is that by players getting away with these exploits, they are making servers unstable and practically making the game unplayable. Additionally, one Reddit user may have figured out why players have so many bobbleheads. Reddit user Psyshox posting on the Fallout 76 subreddit, "Bethesda, please fix this game-breaking damage exploit ASAP." And he would state in his post, "Yes, duping needs to get fixed ASAP as well, but I want to raise awareness about a game-breaking exploit which may allow users to one-shot Scorchbeast queens. Bobbleheads and magazines stack. If you buy a lot, you can get insane damage. I don't talk about 1000 damage handmaids. For instance, if you consume hundreds of weapon or explosive damage bobbleheads, you can get insane damage. Check my screenshots from a test." And down below, surely enough, the 2-shot explosive dragon has 42,000 damage. The TSC 50 cal has 5,000 damage, and the TSC handmade 9,000 damage. And other users have also reported some cheaters or exploiters having even more than that. But furthermore, this Redditor discovered how this exploit was being used after a guy killed a Scorchbeast queen with just a few shots. My friends and I figured they might have stacked bobbleheads, so we had to test it. I bought a lot of explosive bobbleheads and offered self-crafted serums for trades. Friends farmed and bought bobbleheads for me too. I managed to get 179 bobbleheads. For storage reasons, I had to consume them, but recognize that amount compared to the screenshot I shared earlier. But additionally, this Redditor found a bug that makes this even worse. The Curator perk, which doubles the effect of bobbleheads and magazines, is bugged. In Fallout 76, bobbleheads only increase a specific special stat for about 1 hour, and magazines will increase relevant skills or damage for again 1 hour. But using the Curator perk increases its duration to 2 hours. Now if you leave the perk equipped and relog between 59 minutes to 1 minute effect duration left, the duration actually gets reset to 1 hour with every single relog. So pretty much this bug makes it that you can be invincible for, I guess, ever. Overall, these bugs and exploits are what Fallout 76 currently is. The problem that Bethesda has now is that patching these methods are one thing, but when you have players with 1 million bobbleheads, that needs to be stopped. In recent days, we talked about players being unfairly banned for having Cheat Engine installed on their computers, many claiming they don't have the program running when they play the game, but still somehow Bethesda is detecting cheat software, which calls into question if Bethesda is scanning players' entire computers or some players are just lying. Anyway, I just find it very interesting that Bethesda has not taken action against those exploiting the game and destroying servers. The community seems agitated. You have many Reddit posts like this one. Players are frustrated by Bethesda's lack of action to first patch these exploits before they become widespread, which has been the case, and also going after those actively doing these methods. But continuing on, Reddit user Mofo Jokers highlighted even more issues, which is more to do with the economy this time. In his post, "Want to know why the servers are unstable, Bethesda?" he highlights the many users who have duplicated items other than bobbleheads and magazines, but things like Speed Demon Serum, which has a value of 2,000 bottle caps, and this specific image shows the user with over 2,000 of them, as well as other items with massive quantities that hold also great value. The issue with this is obvious. The economy is a broken mess. Many websites have also popped up offering insane amounts of bottle caps for a cheap fee. You have AOEAH.com, which has actually been trying to sponsor my videos for weeks. I think I've received at least 100 messages from them. Well, they sell bottle caps at $20 for 20,000 bottle caps, and then there's U4GM.com, which for $20 you can get 20,000 bottle caps as well. Additionally, on these websites, if you want to get resources or valuable items, you can pay a small fee of a few dollars for maybe a bunch of stim packs, or for around $30 you can get some of the game's best weapons. I will note that I'm not sure actually how legit these websites are, just FYI, but furthermore on eBay, more legit website for sure, you can actually find many of these same deals. You have a 2-shot explosive hardened level action rifle on PC selling for $5, and it looks like it's working as many of these items are quickly selling out. On G2G.com, again, it's the same thing with various people selling the best weapons in bundles, as well as large packs of bottle caps. Fallout 76 is a mess. Actual cheaters are rampant and making big paydays off of Bethesda's buggy and broken systems. As Reddit user Mofo Jokers would continue in his post, "Bethesda, you have not put your foot down on these exploits. Your servers suffer, the player base suffers, PvP suffers, and the player market is suffering. You may not like it, but you stepped into the same issues that games like World of Warcraft have to deal with. You need to put your lads to work and crack down on all of this. If you want the game to have a good future like a lot of us do, 7 weeks of this is just becoming too much with not even a single word. So please, for the love of Adam, put your foot down on all of this exploiting. Ban these people that have done it and make an example out of them. Even if it's temporary, show some recourse to this." On the Bethesda forums, you also have some users wondering what the future of this game is. As user Vampire says, "So the way it launched and all the challenges around item duplication, which will impact in a number of areas even if corrected, is the game now lost because they could not support a clean and balanced start?" The reason I say this is there were known issues from what I read on the boards, yet the choice to go ahead was still made. I am not sure if it was a deadline crunch, monetary crunch, or whatever form of crunch there was to the launch. Looking at the boards, and yes, they're referring to this actual forum, you would think at times it's done. Stick a fork in it. It's over given some of these threads. Myself, I think there is a chance to recover the game, but that can only be done by adapting to what is currently happening in it. And honestly, this is a great question and opinion. Even with Fallout 76 falling apart, I feel there is ways for this to rebound to something acceptable in the future, one day. But these cheaters and exploiters are actively ruining these servers, economy, gameplay, and more. I imagine Bethesda will go after anyone with a ridiculous stash size, but from my understanding, many users are using alternate accounts to boost their real accounts with rare weapons, resources, and bottle caps so they can get away with this. I just wonder how Bethesda Bethesda can fix this, this is why rushing an online game to release is not so smart. In Fallout 4, there were tons of bottle cabin exploits similar to this, but again, big difference between a single player and a multiplayer game. But if Bethesda does not find a resolution to the many users who have and are actively exploiting the game, this could ruin things later. Like, we all expect PvP to be revamped, but by allowing these users to hold onto these rare resources and weapons, they will hold an unfair advantage moving forward. But hopefully this video has brought awareness to yet another problem facing Fallout 76. It's unfortunate that this is happening, but with this getting the attention needed, maybe it will get Bethesda to boost up work on potential resolutions. But in conclusion, you have many websites and users hurting and profiting off of the broken state of Fallout 76. It's currently unclear what Bethesda can or will do to stop the chaos, because a few hotfixes and patches will not resolve the damage that has already been inflicted. This is what Fallout 76 is. This is what Fallout 76 has become. I don't know if it's inexperience on Bethesda's part, but other developers and publishers have been faster and more aggressive with stopping exploits like this. What can be detrimental to an online game like this is letting exploits exist and thrive for weeks. It'll be interesting what Bethesda does or does not do next. Anyway, what do you guys make of these Fallout 76 problems? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, but thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy this video or found any informative value, and consider subscribing for more videos like this, and I'll see you later.